Okay, so good evening and good afternoon and good morning to wherever you are. It's 10:30 p.m. here in Taiwan, and I think it's time my start. It's not just it's almost 10:42 now. Okay, so hope you guys can hear me properly. Please let me know if you can't hear me properly. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you.
okay,
Yes,
thanks
we
a lot.
can hear you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. So I will try to share a video first to you, and then get like a warm up one. Okay. So just give me a second. Hope you like this intro. Okay. I will talk more about Taiwan because mostly people get confused. They confuse with Thailand and Taiwan. Okay. Every time I travel around the world, they always talk to me Thailand, and I used to correct them. No, it's Taiwan. And Taiwan is a very small country, or sometimes there is an issue about country thing. But for us, it is a country. Okay, very small country that normally known as a Chinese Taipei, or Formosa or Taiwan for us. Okay, so what is special about Taiwan? Okay, so for us, we think that Taiwan is kind of the heart of Asia because we make this. So I've been in Taiwan for 17 years, so I'm going to talk about my perspective of what is a Taiwan means to me. Okay, so if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Okay, I mean, so Taiwan is very close to Philippines or China or from Korea or Japan. Okay, we are just like on our flight from Wuhan, where the COVID-19 started, and also almost like 1 hour flights from Hong Kong. Okay, so usually, as I just want to mention to you, Taiwan is not Thailand. It's Taiwan, and some people call it as ROC Republic of China, and some people know this as the Formosa. And the language here is mainly Chinese or traditional Chinese, not simplified one. And we do have a Taiwanese, the dialect, the local dialect, mainly dominant in southern part of Taiwan. Southern part of Taiwan, Taiwanese is very dominant. And there is another language called Hakka. Hakka is the language for people of Hakkanese or Kaicharan. They are people from Chinese, they just move around everywhere, or they call the Asian Jews. They travel around everywhere. So Hakka language is dominant here, mostly in the central Taiwan, like Asani and Miaoli. And there are a lot of other dialects out there. Okay, and this is a problem for most of the travelers because here Chinese, because English is not that famous. So a lot of street signs, everything is in Chinese. So you need to know some basic Chinese. Then now the new generation is changing. If you look at these cities like Taipei or Taichung or Kaohsiung, the young generation, they're really fluent with the English, but still this is a big kind of obstacle for a lot of foreigners to communicate properly. Communication can get lost in the words. So language is one of the problems when you travel in Taiwan. So that try to make sure, okay. And also all the street signs are in Pinyin. So Pinyin, the way they use different, so you pronounce different. So one of my friend, they pronounce like a cartoon. The cartoon spelled like Caotun, and then he say cartoon. Okay, so there is a pinyin problem. So names we mispronounce sometimes. So that's you need to do homework before coming to Taiwan. Okay, that's the two things foreigners we need to. So if you want to travel to Taiwan, how you can get a visa? Mostly Taiwanese travel visa is 14 days, only 2 weeks visa. Okay. And so you can actually contact the local embassies, or we call it the Taiwan Economical or Cultural Centers. I will send you a list of the offices where you can find it. Mostly, you may not find it in your country. You may need to travel to other countries to get the visa. That's another problem too. But recently, they're spreading everywhere. So I will send you a list of Taiwan offices around the world where you can apply for the visa. Mostly it's a 14 days visa. Okay, and now there are a lot of flights coming to Taiwan. Even now during the COVID time, the flight all in up. Okay, the main cities in Taiwan is Taipei, Taichung, and Kaohsiung. Can you guys please mute yourself? Then, because otherwise you can hear echo a lot. Okay, now. So the main 3 cities in Taiwan is Taipei, Taichung, and Kaohsiung. Okay, it's from north and center and south. Okay, the international airport, the famous one is the Taoyuan International Airport, or some people call it the Taipei International Airport. That's the main international airport. And we do have a Taichung and Kaohsiung. They're international airports, but not frequent flyers are there. There's still flights from there are flights moving from to Japan, and nearby places are there from Taichung and Kaohsiung. But the major international airport is Taipei or Taoyuan. Okay, that's the one. Okay, and if you look at these are the cities of one. Taiwan is a very small country, very close to Belgium and smaller than Netherlands. It's a very small area, and it's really beautiful. Even it's a lot of technology and high buildings out there. It's still beautiful. So if you look at the population, it's highly concentrated. Even as a small population, it's highly concentrated, and they live in cities because we do face earthquakes and typhoons all the time. Earthquakes is a normal life of Taiwanese people. For us, we get sometimes earthquake 5 or 6 in the same day. For us, just like it's a part of our life. And we get used to it. When I came first to Taiwan, I got freaked out of the earthquake. I was like, oh God, what's going on? But now, even I don't care. I just wait, I count. I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, is this going to stay there more than 10 minutes? Then I maybe started to worry a little bit, but actually Taiwanese less worried of earthquakes because we get used to it. So the reason I mention earthquake, people concentrated into cities. They don't live near villages because most of these like hills, they don't live there. So everyone lives close to the cities, and cities are highly populated, highly convenient. And if you look at the currencies, new Taiwan dollar, it's actually now is getting really good value for US dollar. And main religion, you can see Buddhism here, but mostly the Buddhism, what I've seen is mixed with the Taoism. It's not the pure Buddhism that I thought. So there's a Taoism inside it. So it's a kind of mixture. And you can see every other religion. You can see Christians here, you can see Muslims, you can find almost all the religion here. And they do respect it. That's the biggest thing I hear, the one. They respect every religion. You know, I was really shocked to see like 5 or 6 years ago, in train station, they actually start building a prayer hall for Muslims. And if you look at the Muslim population in Taiwan, is very small number. Right? So that I was like, wow, this is a really cool thing, you know, to see they care about is a small minority of population, but they really care. So they start doing prayer hall almost in every train station, and so that's the way they respect every religion. So as I told you, Buddhism is a major one with the Taoism, and people here, the religion is their life. Even for everyone, you know, they go. It is their life. Religion is their life. So it's kind of mingled to their culture. And the main important thing I just want to touch to, the Taiwan for the press freedom ranked global number 43, because freedom of speech here is very important. That's one of the things I love it, because you can criticize your government. As a foreigner, me too, I can criticize things here, but still they respect different opinion. The young generation may have sometimes a problem, but overall they do respect difference of opinion. So you're free to say whatever you feel. Okay. The next one, Taiwan ranked almost like number 2 safest country in the world. Number 1 is Iceland, and number 2 is Taiwan. So you can, as a traveler, you can come to Taiwan. You can travel anywhere like in Taiwan almost anytime. But there are patches of places, you know, that in every country have a trouble. But like 90% or 95%, I would say is very safe. I got shocked. I can go anytime, 3 a.m., anywhere in the place. I can have a cup of coffee. No one gonna bother me. And the police is very friendly here. They try to help you, and people are very nice people. So you're gonna feel the difference how safe you are. And what is Taiwan? Convenience. If you ask what convenience, that's Taiwan. That's the Taiwanese culture. Taiwanese, they don't want to wait, you know. So when I travel around, I would start to think why people are so slow, you know. And Taiwanese, the convenience you can find convenience store all over Taiwan, 7-Eleven, High Life, Family Mart. Okay, that huge amount of convenience stores everywhere. You 24/7, everything is there. They do everything, almost everything you can get it. Coffee, food, everything is there 24/7. And scooters. Scooters is the one everywhere. Maybe this is the country of scooters. And the good news is that I put the good one, they're turning into electrical scooters. So they're trying to turn every scooter into electrical. They want to turn the bus system into electrical by 2030. So there's a famous brand called Gogoro. And not just a Gogoro, there are a lot of other brands that are coming up now recently. So promoting the electrical scooter in Taiwan, and I think that's a good sign for sustainable development. And even you can rent electrical scooters now. There are places for you can rent these scooters. So this is a very convenient place, safest place one. And there are U-bike system. U-bike system is that you can rent a bicycle, and it's free for almost like 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, you pay. And this is making you a last mile approach. And there are like a best time if you buy in a card, you get almost like 10 kilometers free. That makes you comfortable. Then what promote people to take more public transport. That's a smart move. And as I told you, you can get these scooters, renting, and bikes almost everywhere. Because 10 years or 5 years ago, I thought that, wow, how we can approach. But now I knew the bike stations almost everywhere. It's almost everywhere in Taiwan. So it's a really cool development they're doing for the last mile. So I'll stop here my speech a little bit, and I'll show you a video. Okay, hopefully you like this one because otherwise it's boring to talk all the time. Okay. So coming back, what is the Taiwan? As I told you, for a foreigner, it's a convenience, and it's a last mile connectivity because I can go almost anywhere in Taiwan by getting the train or the bus or bike anywhere. So I got this last mile connectivity in Taiwan, and I can go there 24/7. That's the one as a traveler, mostly we want looking for a safe place. Can I go to one place A to B anytime I want? And I can see, can I have a peace of mind? And Taiwan is the one that can offer you that peace of mind. That's sometimes very hard for me to get from other places. You know it when you travel, but here it's mostly you feel that security and safe feeling. That's what you really feel in Taiwan. Okay, I will get back to my point now. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay. For Taiwan, just a second. Okay. So if you look at Taiwan, it's kind of place you just need maybe 2 weeks. Usually my friends used to complain to me, why only just only like 14 days of a visa for traveling? Why you don't get more? You can get extension for 1 month, but 14 days, I think is good enough for first time travel to visit Taiwan. And where are the places to visit? I think everywhere you can visit. I just giving you a few like famous one people like to visit in Taipei and in Sun Moon Lake and Kending. These are the places where people want to visit, okay? But I don't want you to visit the famous places. I hope that you can look at the culture, go to villages. And that's what I want you guys to do, because that's the place you can appreciate a real people. Then in cities, so for me, Taipei, it's a city that anywhere same. Okay, I don't feel the difference of Taipei in any other cities. But when I go to the villages, that's the time you start to see the difference, and that's the place you can feel Taiwan. So mostly the travelers, they just come and they stop in Taipei. They go to 101, and I'm not saying don't go to 101. Okay, the 101 is was the second largest building, tallest building. But more than that one, you can go to the villages where you can find people, the warmth, the happiness, the culture, and that's why you learn more than stopping into the cities. Because most of the cities in Taiwan, exactly the cities that you can find mostly in Singapore or in Japan. Okay, maybe there's a little bit difference, but it just cities. Okay, so the places that you must visit, these are the one I made one. First one, night market. For Chinese people, night market is the biggest thing. So if you're a foreigner, must visit night market. They have a different market. They have morning market, they have evening market, and night market. You must visit night market. Go there. That is a must visit in Taiwan. Temples. Temples is great in Taiwan. You can see in different shapes and different sizes and small temples. It's a great place to visit in Taiwan. Temples, go there, go to the villages, sit there, the banyan tree, talk to the people, have a cup of tea, green tea, and talk. They're really cool temples. But you can see bigger temples, small, everywhere is temple. Museum, there are a lot of museums in Taiwan that are well established and well maintained and high-tech museums. So you must visit museums. And there's another famous museum near to the airport is Inge. It's the Taiwan's, mostly you can see pottery and ceramic one. It's a world famous one. You must visit that one if you like pottery and ceramics one. And Taipei 101, as I told you, the tallest building, second tallest, second to the Dubai's, the second one. And then there are almost like 9 national parks in Taiwan. And you can visit there. You just need to get an admission and go write to them letter. And there are great places in national parks. So it is a must visit. And hot springs. In Taiwan, you can see hot springs in north of Taiwan is a great. If you like hot springs, please, you can even get a free hot springs too. And also East Coast. Mostly travelers come, they go for cities like Taipei and Taichung and Kaohsiung. These are all our West Coast cities, okay? But East Coast, there are less city-based life, but they are very beautiful. So I prefer kind of East Coast compared to, even I'm living in the West Coast, I will ask the travelers goes to the East Coast. East Coast is very beautiful. There's Ilan, Hualien, Taitung. It's very beautiful places out there. So if you want to travel more, try to make sure you hit on the East Coast of Taiwan. That makes you the beauty, culture, and Aboriginal groups are there a lot. In Taiwan, around there's 16 Aboriginal groups are there. They are distributed all over in Taiwan, and they have a different culture. Some of them had come this before, and you can see also a famous movie that came like a few years, I think maybe 10 years ago, called Sidike Bale. It's talk about how the fight between Japan and Aboriginal group. It's a great movie. If you have a chance, please try to watch it. It's talk about Aboriginal groups of Taiwan. These 16 Aboriginal groups are around the world in Taiwan. And one of the famous song from Enigma, I think if you are my age, you may know the famous band group called Enigma. And Enigma have a famous humming, the Song of Innocence. It's actually from a Aboriginal group song. It's Ame group. It is part of the song, and they make it. Oh, hopefully, I don't know if I can play that one. Hopefully, This is the song. Actually, Enigma used it for their album. It's one of their Enigma's favorite band, electric album. Actually, it's from the Aboriginal group song from Taiwan. And so, please, if you want to know more about Taiwan, go to the East Coast and see more. And plan for a hiking trip. You got a lot of mountains out there, and then it's easy to approach. As I told you, very easy. All the paths are well maintained, so you don't need to worry. They are easy. That if you are just a mediocre hiker, it's easy for you to go for the hiking trip. And Alishan, the sunrise Alishan is very beautiful. It's really beautiful. If you have a time, plan for it ahead. And the Kenting south of Taiwan, there's a coral reef. Even it's a little bit under destruction, but it's still beautiful. And beaches are really nice. And if you like wood carving and then want to learn more about Hakka culture, you must visit Sanya. And Tainan is one of the oldest city in Taiwan. They used to be the capital of Taiwan. So you can see in Tainan a lot of old buildings, old historical places and fort. So it's a great place to visit in Tainan. But please don't think that, I didn't mention a lot of other places, but all the places in Taiwan is really interesting. If you are a traveler, go and find yourself what you need, what you like. And if you need any help, if you tell me the interest, I can actually give you like a reference or my suggestion. So there are a lot of other places. I didn't put it on this list. These are the lists I like it. Okay, and there are more. And also, my friend gonna also talk about more about Taiwan in coming days. Okay, so I will also try to share one more video to you. Just give me a second.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Recently, everyone's always asking me a question. Why do you like to go cycling in the mountains so suddenly? Is it that you're in love? The answer is simple. The more uphills you ride, the more downhills you will gain. On this route, you can easily see a little further, but you will better understand what it means to get a closer look. You will hear the throbbing of your soul. Then you'll be brave enough to chase it. You can smell the scent brought by the wind and know how far you have ridden. Your mouth will not be for eating only, but to tell.
Excuse me. 环岛1号线是要走这边还是那边？
环岛1号线是你。
花莲往哪边？没事。
And then follow the heartbeat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and fuse with this world. I like this place because it's here that I can feel my true self. And also, the person who understands me.
阿佳，
要不要一起？
P.S. This is Taiwan.
Go cycling.
And feel the sensation.
Taiwan.
The heart of Asia.
Hope you like this video. The reason I want to show you hiking and bicycling, it's a very famous trend in Taiwan. Okay, if you want to buy famous bicycle, we make it here. Like a famous one, Giant is a famous one that make it here. And I just want to tell you what is a special that I want to tell you about Taiwan. First one is a convenience that you can feel it very close to your heart. The second one, people and the culture. Yeah, and the third thing is the safety, that feeling the security. You know, when you travel, sometimes we travelers have the feel of insecurity. Can I go there or not? Can I go there like 8 o'clock? Can I go to this place 10 p.m. or 11 p.m.? What can I wear? Those are the things when you travel, it makes you worry. And these worries are nothing in Taiwan because you will feel the safest place in the world. Okay, that's one of the important things as a traveler for me. Like when people ask, do you have the freedom? And this is the place I think I'm living here 17 years. This is a place you can do whatever you want. People respect your opinion, and then they approach the difference of opinion. And Taiwan is one of the countries they actually legalize LGBT marriage in Asia. So they actually think ahead. I don't think they're ahead. Unfortunately, people confused about Taiwan, and I need to tell them, as I say, it's not Thailand, it's Taiwan. When people call it a Republic of China, I used to say it's Taiwan. And in Portuguese, when they came here, they look at the island and they say, this is a beautiful island, and this is called Ilha Formosa. And hopefully together with you and with everyone around the world, we can make this beautiful island really beautiful, and hope Taiwan will help you. There's a brand called Taiwan Can Help. So we can promote this idea around the world, whoever loves in the freedom of speech. And this is the place we support. And I do support, and I hope you can come and visit here in the future. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me now.
Hi, Tony. Ronnie.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, great. I'm great.
What is a suitable time to visit Taiwan and enjoy it?
Yeah, it's Taiwan now is really hot, so I won't prefer this time. So if you want to come here, I will prefer October. After October is a nice weather, October until May is starting to become a little bit warm, so maybe October to April is a good time. If you come here like in February, Chinese New Year, it's a different feeling. You know that everything will become festival. So it's a nice feeling during the Chinese New Year time. We don't celebrate Christmas that much, so please don't have a high expectation during Christmas time. But if you like, I will ask you to come here during the Chinese New Year. It's a great time. It's a great atmosphere. Yeah.
What about weather?
Weather is, it can get like 8 degrees, but it's not that cold, but the wind is the problem, wind is one of the problems. So you must have, if you're coming here during like the winter season, you better have a really good jacket, okay? It's maximum like 8 degrees can get it, like minimum 8 degrees during the winter season. It's not that cold, I tell you the truth, it's not that cold, but the wind is make you
Yeah.
feel like cold. And also sometimes, like in Taipei, it rains. Taipei is the
Yeah.
place you must have an umbrella all the time or raincoat. It's a weather in Taipei is really funny. So it
Yeah.
can rain anytime in Taipei. That's a funny place. So if you're visiting
Yeah.
Taipei, you must have a raincoat or an umbrella with you.
Okay.
But it's a type. Yeah.
Any tourist who wants to visit Taiwan wants to know about the price of hotels, the range of price.
The hotels are now affordable. You just go for the booking.com or B&B. It's very affordable now. It's very cheap. It's like anywhere in the world. Just go through booking.com or B&B. Those give the really good service and very comfortable places and very cheap. It's very cheap. Yeah, it's very cheap.
Wonderful.
I just look at the price. It's very cheap and it's very comfortable. And very comfortable. You can get it almost very close to the city. So I don't think that's a big problem. Staying is not a big problem. Okay. The problem I find that a lot of tourists they want to come is a visa, because most of the places they don't have the Taiwan office, so they need to travel somewhere else. Sometimes the people who sit in the office they have a communication issue. I do have this problem I face from a lot of foreigners. They used to complain to me about it. So hopefully Taiwan will improve it. And yeah, we can write to MOFA. Usually when I have a problem, I just write to MOFA straight. That's called Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I will give you the link to you so you can check it. And they do respond. Luckily that most of them respond very well, and that sometimes bureaucracy, it will take some time to get along. Okay, so yeah, you can write, they will actually help you. Okay, so I just send you a link where you can find offices around the world. And yeah, and most of the European countries, I don't think they need a visa to arrive into Taiwan. So yeah, so if you please contact them, and yeah, if you need it. Yeah. So
To your wonderful.
Sorry.
According to your wonderful presentation, I am looking forward to visit Taiwan now.
Yeah,
Not
sure.
or not in
We
October.
we actually thought of planning for a conference, like promoting SDG, all the things, but the problem, because of the COVID-19, we are waiting. And we were in a safer side for last 1.5 years, but last 1 month, things changed. So now we are kind of, not a good, it's improving a lot. So we're still waiting. Hopefully everything will be fine soon. Yeah.
Great. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot for giving us an opportunity to let everyone knows what Taiwan is. Okay, yeah, because this is the name. Sometimes people get confused, because the name different way. So even when I travel, I need to say to people in immigration one. So I need to tell them, no, I'm from Taiwan. So sometimes I need to say to them clearly. Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
if you got any other question, please let me know. And also, a lot of foreigners used to ask me what to buy in Taiwan. And they take it Taiwan is a very cheap place to buy electronic goods. Actually not. If you're looking for that, I think it's a wrong place. You got a quality thing. I don't think there's the cheapest electronical things you can buy from here, but you can buy tea. It's a great place to buy tea, and yeah, tea and textiles. They have a really good materials that I do like it, and they make a t-shirt from the plastics. There is a group called Suichi. Maybe I'm pronouncing wrong. It's kind of a group of religious group. Actually, they do recycle plastic, and they make t-shirt, and also they make blankets, and they actually donate to the flood victims around the world. So they have a really good plastic recycling plant, and I visited a few times. It's a great place to visit. And also, I think Taiwanese makes the t-shirt for famous soccer teams. I think a lot of famous soccer teams around the world, famous one, they use Taiwan-made t-shirts. And also bicycle, Taiwanese-made bicycles are very famous. and also LED lights. LED lights in Taiwan really famous, and also chips. All the chips that you use for computers mostly come from Taiwan. iPhone, one of the Taiwanese company makes that actually headphones, but it's in companies in China. So any more questions, anything that you want to know, please let me know. I will try to answer as much as I can. And it's a small island. So as I told you, if you can come here 7 days or 2 weeks is enough, because there is a HSR train or bullet train or speed train that can get from north to south in 3 hours. And they're all so easy. There is a large connectivities there. And Uber is here, Uber cars are here, and taxi is very good. The taxi service is really good. And as I told you, mostly people, they don't cheat. You can trust. That's when you travel around the world, you have this problem with cheating, is right. You look at the foreigner, they don't do it. Mostly, I cannot say everyone, but 99%, I don't think they do it. Their service is really good, and they try to give a best service. And that's the one special thing in Taiwan. There may be one or two, and if you have the experience, I'm sorry for them, but mostly they don't. And they're really good at service. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, I will finish it with the last one video. Okay.
Citizens
When the
should avoid
world
any
comes to a
further
halt, Taiwan keeps on preparing to make sure your every breath is safe. We look forward to seeing you again.
So hopefully you all can come here after the COVID. We're waiting for you. Okay, so welcome to Taiwan.
Hello,
Thank you.
Ronnie. Great job. Hello, I'm Winnie. I'm
Hi, Winnie.
Taiwanese. I'm native Taiwanese. Thank you so much. I was so surprised. What can I say? So welcome to Taiwan. Join us, and me, Ronnie, and me, Winnie. And also we have a Tiffany. Yeah, thank you so much. I think I would treat like a Ronnie, not a foreigner. I think actually you are already Taiwanese. We treat you as a part of our family already. Definitely come. I know Ronnie in central Taichung. He has a garden and a school. So I think definitely, we would like to visit your farming garden, organic farm, organic garden. Yeah. So today I'm so happy that we have the platform to introduce Taiwan. And also, I think like Ronnie mentioned, in the past, when we travel, people usually mistaken us about Thailand. So actually, we are different. And also maybe you will know Taiwan from the label, everything, MIT, made in Taiwan. But right now it's different story. So welcome to Taiwan. And also it will be my honor to present another section about Taiwan for you. I will focus on the natural resources, for you to experience about the nature beauty of Taiwan. Yeah, actually there are lots of things to do to see in Taiwan. So thank you so much, Ronnie. You always that I think our government should give you ambassador award. Yeah, you did so. Yeah, you done so much wonderful work about Taiwan. Thank you. We are glad to have you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to know.
I want to visit.
Yeah, it's just my pleasure. I've been here. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah. So, guys, if you have any inquiries, any help, please let us know that we can try our best to help you. So I thought of just want to give you one. So, what do you feel about Taiwan? Can you help me to do this? I send you a Mindy one. Okay. So what do you feel about Taiwan? You can actually write a word. What do you feel in Taiwan? Okay. So for me, as I told you, for me, the number one things that come to convenience, and number two, safety. Those are the things that comes to my mind. So I just want you guys, after the video or something, what you feel. If you log in and if you enter, that would be great help. So next time, maybe this is the way, I can understand what you like. Look for, okay?
Not only presentation was great, you are a very good speaker, and I think you were a very good tour guide. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. It's my pleasure. Yeah.
Greetings from Georgia. I teach history. Welcome to Georgia. Your presentation was amazing because you speak so good, so interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and it's just like a teamwork, as we need, and I always say that it's just you feel comfortable, because I do feel comfortable to talk about Taiwan because I knew that I can get the answers, when I ask questions. That's a good about in Taiwan. So sometimes you feel hesitant to say something, but here I don't feel that hesitant because I knew I can get answer to my questions. So that's why I say, sure, we can help you. Even there's a visa problem, we can, because there is a window of opportunity for us to write. So at least we get some answers from authorities. Maybe it's not perfect, but there is a window for opportunities. They do hear us. I give you one good example. Last month ago, there was a trees that dying on the street of Taichung. Okay, so I got like, what's wrong with the trees? And I call a number. And I got a response from the city government. They say they would check it in and they will get back to me as soon as possible. So that makes you feel people are hearing you. Maybe they're not finding the solution, but at least their response is there.
It's very interesting. If you find time for my students in geography class, it will be great because speak with you is more interesting.
Sure, yeah.
I have now this idea to connect with my students.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Please let me know what I can do for you. Okay.
Great idea.
So if you have any no more question, hopefully we can end it up today and wind it up. Okay?
I want to. Yes, Ronnie.
Yeah, sure.
I want to thank you for this wonderful presentation about Taiwan. I felt relaxation. I love this session so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And as I told you, it's just that the feeling and comfort that I get here. So it's just sharing my feeling. Okay.
You are a great tour guide. Really.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, thanks a lot. And hopefully everyone can stay safe and healthy, and take care of yourself. And hopefully we can get out from this pandemic and we can gather together and so on. Soon we can meet in Taiwan. Okay. And please welcome. Okay. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck. Bye.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you. Bye-bye.
See you.
Waiting for you.
Bye.
Bye.
再见，拜拜。
再见。
晚安，晚安。
Yeah, that's the one you need to learn, Tai Chin, and also Ni Hao. Okay, that's the things you need to learn. Yeah.
谢谢你。
谢谢。
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
晚安，拜拜。
Bye. See you.
See you.